have given my lectures as recorded videos across United States and other countries, and I have been given a lecture for Cisco on different types of platforms, Cisco, Microsoft, AWS, as well as for Red Hat Enterprise Linux. So this is my general profile, and that's my experience. So now I'm going to explain you about what is about CCNA security, and why should we learn CCNA security, and what the important things what we have in CCNA security, because security is a general concept, so we can take securities S plus. So that is general concept. But come to Cisco. Cisco added a lot of high-level technologies in this certification. And okay, so your request for CCNP security, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I have already done my CCNA and CCNP also, routing switching. So I requested Mr. Zed that Dinesh for CCNP.
CCNP, okay, no problem, because
Yeah.
so I will be giving demonstration on that also. In
Okay.
in CCNA, you have learned about routing and switching. In
Yes.
CCNP, you have learned about the routing, switching, and troubleshooting. So,
Yes.
okay, so when come to CCNP security, actually, you know that basic element of network security, like for every network security, we should have this confidentiality, integrity, and availability. That's something called CIA. So I will be sharing my desktop right now. So you will be receiving my desktop right now on your screen.
Okay.
I hope you
I'm able
got
to
my
view.
desktop. Because security is very important concept, because we need security for almost all type of infrastructures. So as far as the CCNP security is concerned, actually, so see, we have to understand, because we maybe have learned about routing, we may have great knowledge of switching, maybe great knowledge of troubleshooting. But come to security point of view, we have learned a few things only in CCNA and also CCNP routing, switching and troubleshooting and routing switching CCNA. So security part is they have covered little bit. Like we know how to configure passwords, like console password, enable secret password, auxiliary password, then SSH configuration, and then we know how to configure enable secret password. And we have security things we have learned maybe in CCNA called access control listers, and also we have learned about the standard access list and external access list. So security, when it comes to this security point of view, few things are important to understand here. The first thing is about CIA. You know, CIA is a confidentiality
Confidential, integrity, and
and availability.
authorization.
So this is CIA. I hope you are have good understanding on this. So confidentially, integrity and availability. We know this concept is important, and confidentially means providing confidentially of data guarantees. The only authorized users can view sensitive information, and integrity means providing the integrity of data guarantees that only authorized subjects can change sensitive information. Integrity might also guarantee the authenticity of the data, and availability. You know that providing system and data availability guarantees uninterrupted access by authorized users to important computing resource and data.
Okay. Integrity means identity, sir.
No, integrity means that I'm talking about data, because integrity
Okay.
of data that guarantees that only authorized users can change sensitive information. And integrity
Okay.
means, I can say, is also guarantee the authenticity or the authentication of accessing data. So these things we have, and that second part is we have to understand about SIEM, that that security information event management. Actually, security information event management this is just a technology used in enterprise organizations, to provide real-time reporting and long-term analysis of security events. And this SIEM provides, user information such as name, location, device information such as manufacturer, model, and OS version, and posture information like compliance, antivirus version, OS patches, for network security stuffs to quickly and to understand, and they can have a significant understanding of security events. And we have a lot of tools of this can aggregate data from many sources like routers, servers, firewalls, and correlate the data into meaningful bundles. You, you, meaningful bundles that what we have, because we have a lot of real-time alerts when attack is detected, right? So this will be useful. This technology useful for you. That is this is used in many enterprise organizations because they provide real-time reporting and all the long-term analysis of security events. We are using security for most of the time for what? We are using security most of the time for what? Actually,
To
some common.
protect our
Yeah.
network.
So if someone asks you, tell me the common network security things that I want to protect my information. So I can say that
Passwords, firewalls.
actually the common network security, I can say first about asset, right? And second is vulnerability,
Mm-hmm.
and third one I can say threat. Fourth one, what are the risks involved, and fifth one is a countermeasure. So because this is the common network security things that we need to understand, because what is asset? We know that asset is just, I can say, item that is to be protected and can include property, people, and information of data, or they have value of any organizations. And vulnerability, because vulnerabilities is a weakness in a system or a design that can be exploited by any type of a threat. And come to the threat, because threat is I can say, any potential danger to assets. Threats are often realized via an attack or exploit that takes advantages of existing vulnerabilities. And the risk factors, because risk is another potential problem for unauthorized access to compromise, destroy, or cause damage to an asset is also like so as hacker, they do specific attacks will exploit the particular vulnerability of an asset. So we are going to understand what are the risks and countermeasure, because a countermeasure is a safeguard that that helps to have a protection risk, and the countermeasure risk by maybe either eliminating or reducing a vulnerabilities. So this is a common network security, and we have going to understand about the security zones. Security zones, because we have to understand the security zones, because because before discussing the security concepts straight away, it's important to understand the role of a firewall in network security. Because firewall, we know that firewall is a system that enforces an access control policy between two or more security zones. And there are different types of firewalls, right? So every firewall should have different properties. Every firewall, it must be resistant to attack. All traffic between networks must flow through it, and it must have traffic filtering capabilities. That's why. So firewalls commonly control access between security zones that are based on packet resource and destination IP addresses and port. And that's why firewall can be placed in various locations within a network, something like endpoints, and that are typically placed on internet edge, so where they provide vital security. So that's why. So I'm adding this one as a security zones. I hope you're understanding this.
Okay, got it.
See actually security is the term that we have to understand each and every corner of the data's safety. And as I told, the security zones, we are talking about the firewall here, because the placement of the firewall allows for creation two basic security zones that we have. One is private and one is public. So here there are two things. Private, that is, this I can say trusted, and public is untrusted. We know that
Okay.
because the public untrusted network, is commonly referred to as an outside security zone, and this zone is fully outside the control of organizations. So, but the private is a trusted network, is commonly referred to as inside security zone. So it is a zone in which systems owned by organizations reside and must be protected from systems that do not belong to the organizations. So that's what. So besides the inside and outside interface, so it is typical to have at least one interface that is somewhere in between, and this interface is often associated with third zone called DMZ zone, that is demilitarized zone. It was demilitarized zone because usually contains a relatively small number of systems whose services are made available to systems residing in the outside zone. So the demilitarized devices such as web servers are owned and controlled by the organizations, but they are accessed by systems outside of the organization's control. That's something we have to understand, that is DMZ, demilitarized zone. Actually, this we're going to understand about because what is demilitarized zone, because typically the traffic flow between we have three zones as told. One is demilitarized zone, one is private zone, one is the public zone. So this traffic has to go via firewalls, and the demilitarized zone something as I say, because here we have to understand about the security zone filtering policies. See, if you, some people have great understanding of the network when they come to know about demilitarized zone. So welcome to the Ccnp security. We have to understand about security zone filtering policies. Actually we have from and to, right? So if suppose I'm talking about inside and this is outside, so I can say outside the demilitarized zone, and then I see this is outside and this is inside. And then when I go to this is demilitarized zone, and
Outside.
no,
Outside.
no,
Outside.
demilitarized. No. Actually, this is inside. See, inside 2 means outside demilitarized zone, When come to outside is inside. Demilitarized is coming inside. Okay, so when come to outside, so we come to demilitarized zone, and now when come to demilitarized zone here, it's going to be outside. So what
Actually,
happened?
from DMZ to inside, no traffic can flow. Can it?
From which side?
Okay. Okay. From inside to outside and DMZ, traffic can flow. But from
Yes,
outside to
yes,
inside is always traffic denied.
yes,
Yeah, means we are just taking the possibilities between the interfaces here,
yes, yes. Absolutely,
how
you
the
understand.
traffic can flow.
Yes.
Yeah, but okay, okay.
So in this first scenario, so I can say this inside
Mm.
and
Yes, this is okay, sir. We have security levels 100 and 0 is the outside and 50 somewhere will be the DMZ.
okay.
So how the traffic is allowed, I am okay with this. What can we go further beyond this, or is there anything we need to discuss with?
Yes, yes. Actually, see here. That's why. So I'm just explaining that why we are here to learn CCNP security.
Okay, okay, then go on, sir. Okay.
Okay. So see, actually, network attacks. Okay. So how to protect your network from different types of attacks by hackers, right? So every security consideration, every security measure is by protect your network from unauthorized access, unauthorized users. Sometimes I can say hackers, that may be anyone. So, and different types of categories of very types of attacks. And the most common categories of network attacks or something you should already know, that access attacks, denial of service, and then distributed denial of service, then reconnaissance attacks. So these types of attacks, how we're going to protect from our network from these types of attacks. So because this is not something like ethical hacking, okay? So we have another security certification for ethical hacking. This is not something, because ethical hacking is something different. So here we are providing security. So when we providing security, we should understand the different types of attacks that can be created by hackers or maybe any users. So we are going to understand about different types of attacks. So first one is so this is a reconnaissance attacks. You know that it is attempt to learn about the intended victim before attempting a more intrusive attacks, because hackers use these types of attacks to do unauthorized discovery and mapping of systems, services, or vulnerabilities. We have a lot of tools such as information queries via, who is service is a centralized database for DNS, ping sweeps, port scans, vulnerability scanners, and exploitation. So common techniques you can use by hackers when performing these types of attacks. So what are the network attacks that we are getting? So we are going to analyze in this certification, and this is access attacks. Different types of, because say have what hacker do after gathering the necessary information for during the reconnaissance phase of the attacks. A hacker will usually attempt to access the networks, and access attacks exploit known vulnerabilities in authentication service, FTP service, web service, and we have gain entry to web accounts, confidential databases, and that's why. So we are going to understand, we have different types of attacks like password attacks, trust exploitation, code redirection, man-in-the-middle attacks, buffer overflow attacks, IP and MAC and DHCP spoofing. This all things that we will discussing in the certification, how to solve these types of problems and how to rectify and how to get those footprints from the device itself, and how to rectify this and how to solve it and how to fix this one. So that's why we are going to understand in deep information about this. Like So this is this. So we are going to understand these things in depth about how these attacks are created and how these attacks will come inside. So we are also understand the spoofings and all, as I told. And then we're going to see about this is different because this DOS, denial of service, and distributed denial of service is, it's to consume all the resource of critical computer or network in order to make it unavailable for valid use. And these DOS attacks typically results some sort of interruption and of services to users, devices, or applications, because malicious hosts can also coordinate to flood a victim with abundance of attacks packets. So that attack takes place simultaneously from potentially, I can say, thousands of resources. So these types of attacks most probably known as distributed denial of services, and DDoS attacks typically emanate from networks of compromised systems such as that is botnets. And DDoS attacks can be used also use reflection and amplification to that argument that impact of the victim. So that's why we have amplification attacks, reflection attacks, we have ping of death and smoke attacks, TCP synchronization flood attacks. So like this, so we are going to discuss with lot of network attacks, and then we're going to discuss about social engineering, because social engineering is access attacks that attempts to manipulate individuals into performing actions, and social engineering often relies on the people willingness to be helpful, and these types of attacks, how it works. So we have different types of things. So here, first I can say we have phishing, and then I can say spear phishing, and bearing, farming, then this pretexting. That's why here this is different types of social engineering attacks. So we are going to see that how the Cisco systems, routers, on the security point of view, how they are more stable to handling these types of things. Because phishing, because these types of attacks usually presents as an email message with the link that looks like very trusted resource to the user. When user clicks on the link, the user is prompted to disclose confidential information such as username, passwords, account numbers, or social security number. This is something I can say this we are out about the phishing, and we have different types of phishing. So, and I can say we have phishing, smishing, spam, tailgating, biting, and something for something, and malvertising. Though these are different types of social engineering attacks what we have, and we are going to also cover that also in this. So after all, we are just moving towards a complete. We just you'll be getting the complete knowledge of the networking, and you after this certification, you'll be able to understand the Cisco devices. So what type of devices you can expect for the security things, and based on your organization needs, based on the needs of based on the users, and you have to understand the closest concepts to the firewall also. So like this. So then we are going to also learn about the defenses things. So we're going to defenses means password management, two-factor authentication, and then antivirus and anti-phishing defenses. And then challenge management, information classification, handling, like this. These things all is we're going to discuss, and also we're going to talk about the malwares. What are the malwares we have, like virus, so like lot of malwares, virus, thousand bots, worms, then ransomware, spyware, then adware, then scareware, all those things we'll be discussing.
Coming to the labs, we will be going through GNS3 or any other tools beyond that to
Actually,
practice the labs.
your labs, so you're asking labs. Yeah, in labs, actually we have physical systems, physical security devices with us.
Okay.
So we will be connecting those things for our practical purpose. So for small things, like for configuration, so we'll go for GNS3, and moreover for so it's not all the times we go for GNS3. We will be going, we are touching of 20 to 30% of GNS3. 70% will be touching with your finishing your classes with the physical device. So
Okay, physical devices we will be connecting. And coming to the, okay, for practice, can we get access to those lab physical devices? Any rack access will be provided or else during teaching only?
no, actually it's not like that. We will give you the chance to configure by yourself by because this is the meeting ID that this is the like I will make you as a presenter, and you can able to take control. So we have other meeting softwares like Tesla, like lot of softwares are there. So I will give control to you also, my system control to you, so you can able to access it.
Okay, sir. Coming to the basic, this ASA administration, we will be covering as per CCNP security. Any version will work, but will we working on ASA 9.2 or else 8.4 version?
Actually, we are going to cover you the 8.2 as 9.2 also version. My 8 and 9 both version will cover for.
Okay, in 9.2 we are having a new one. Some new concepts has been introduced.
Yes,
However, it
yes.
is beyond the syllabus, I think.
Yeah. So actually, we will be providing a syllabus, CCNP syllabus, sorry, CCNP security syllabus, and where you can, I will specify that which, actually, which version we are, if that is AES, which version we are providing, and also we are going to also give you the device number, okay, the product number also to you. So I think since you not get the syllabus from us, right? Since I think you got the
And how?
syllabus.
Yeah,
You,
sorry.
you got the syllabus from
Not
our
yet.
yeah, that's right.
Not yet. Dinesh is not yet
So
provided. Means I will get from him.
yes, so I will be quoting everything inside the syllabus, and I will send it to you that what type of ASA
Okay.
we are providing.
Yeah. Coming to the duration, how long it's gonna take, sir?
Actually, the duration is the one. It is based on hours. Okay, we can also make it as a this is a 1 month course. So we will be finishing 1 month, 15 days. If you are connecting
Yeah.
daily 2 hours.
Okay. Means I can't. In a week, I can only take up 3 classes.
3 classes, then you have to sit
Mm,
with me for extended
yeah.
hour.
Means that 3 classes I can cover whole day. Means 2 classes in the 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. I can spend no issues with it.
Really okay that
Or else continuous for 4 hours also okay for me. Why? Because means I'll be working in night shifts, so 4 days will be my job and 3 days I will be off, so that is the reason.
then no problem. I am happy with your decision. So we
Yeah,
will
means
be
only. Instead of 2, we have to make it 4 hours or something like that. If
Yes, yes, yes.
you want, yeah.
Yeah, that
Or
I'm
else we
absolutely.
can take 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening, as per your convenience. It's nothing like that, sir.
Yes, I am totally satisfied with your idea. So we will be, because you're planning just 3 days, so it is better for us to move for 6 hours, 6 to 4 hours.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 6 or 4, as per your availability and convenience. And one more thing, the thing is, most of the time I will be getting real-time issues with these firewalls. Means if I am learning the CCNP security, will I be able to handle checkpoint, or else I need to learn it separately? Or will
Actually,
it?
the checkpoints, see, Cisco security and checkpoint security. Okay, these tools are, I can say, almost little bit similar, but
Mhm.
once you learn a CCNP securities level, you will become the master in Cisco devices. Okay, checkpoints. Actually, because checkpoints is a firewall. Okay, so we have a software like from checkpoints, right? So you cannot stick with those softwares. The software is completely different from what you are working in this in Cisco devices security. So the software point of view is different, but once you learn the concepts from CCNP security, then you can go to checkpoints is almost same. But checkpoints
Okay.
gives you more secure concepts. Okay,
Mhm.
like we have because we here are going to learn about encryption algorithms, and we are going to about the lot of brute force attacks, 3DS attacks and all. But checkpoints is the specifically is a security concepts, security certification from checkpoint from Israel. So they will be taking you more closer to security concepts. But coming to CC and Cisco security, what are the device protection they have inside a Cisco routers as a security point of view, you will be going to cover each and everything. Because
Small doubt in. Okay, go on, sir.
because almost if you learn security in Cisco, or you can go learn security in checkpoints, almost the same concepts we are going to discuss. But the accessibility and because some offices, some organizations, they have virtualization. This one, they use some VMware for checkpoints because they have a Gaia operating system. So from that itself, they can able to give more security to the virtual operating systems and machines. Okay. So when coming to Cisco, so here they are using devices, and we are giving security to them. So like this. So the navigation user interface is that so much friendly we have in checkpoints.
Okay.
So
Will
this
we
so
be covering the? Yeah.
yeah, yes, actually end of the day I can say
Any?
that end of the day I can
Mm-hmm.
say that if you learn CCNP security, and I think your sound good in technical. So I think a little bit of brush up is enough for you to stick with checkpoints.
Okay.
But
Will
but
we be
if
covering the DM? Okay, okay. Go on, sir. Go on. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, go on.
yeah, that's why. So if you're really interested with the checkpoints means, we will give you a 5 days extra class for you,
Okay.
5 or 1 week extra class for you to on checkpoints.
Mm-hmm.
So
And how about Juniper, sir? Juniper SRX.
yes, Juniper SRX. Yes, so this devices actually, you are working inside that Juniper, or you are in Cisco.
Uh, yeah, we are coming to firewall. We are 50% Juniper,
Okay.
uh, 40% Cisco, and 10% checkpoint. 10 to 20%.
Okay, okay, okay.
So our organization, for every 10 devices, 5 devices will be Cisco ASA, for 3 to 4 devices Juniper, and 2 devices will be checkpoint.
Okay, so they are focusing
So
more on Juniper.
yeah, after Cisco, the next means we are having 3-tier firewalls. First tier is ASA, second tier is Juniper, and third tier is Checkpoint. 3 levels of security they are going. Not with the same, all Cisco are not used. All they are using different for different type. Tier 1, Type 2, Type 3.
Okay, yeah,
So,
yeah, that's right. So yeah, actually, you are in good platform of security to learn about the security. And Juniper, if we talk about Juniper, actually they are more user-friendly interface compared to Cisco. And because you got three environments, Juniper, Cisco, and checkpoints. So I think you are as far as your talk is concerned, you are using less checkpoints services, but more Cisco and Juniper services using. See, actually, when I talk about this Juniper SRX, right?
yeah,
You are using what series?
SRX 240.
240.
240.
Okay, we have 220 also.
Okay,
Actually,
220 is there. Before that, net screen is the, older devices. Net screen also we have. Okay, sir, go on.
okay. So see SRX. You know what is SRX? Is a expansion. You know expansion of SRX. It's a Singapore Real Estate Exchange. Some people say like this.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this Juniper devices, like they told, Juniper, they are releasing SRX family products from since in the year of 2008, and they have June OS, right? That is Gen
Yeah,
OS.
Junos.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that is
Yeah, yeah.
a free-based operating system that's running inside on those one, and that is Juniper Network Operating System. We have Cisco IOS like inside Internet Network Operating System. This is all based on Linux. Okay, this checkpoints is based on Linux, and Cisco is based on Linux, and this also the Juno is also based on Linux. It's a free BSD operating system that running in Juniper networks and hardware and routers. And if you works closely with this operating system because it offers SDK, software development kit, and that's the biggest competitor of this Juno OS is Cisco versus Cisco IOS. So when we come to about this SRX series, because Juniper SRX is the one which is running very high level at the time because they have ability, that is next generation firewall. They have ability of unified threat management, and also they have IDS and IPS. That
Mm-hmm.
is you
Yeah.
maybe hear about that IDS and IPS detection systems. So
Mm-hmm.
now compared to this IDS and IPS, these devices, Juniper, these devices are very good because they provide SRX virtual firewall and container firewall. Right? So when come to SRX virtual firewalls, so they give high performance network security, virtual form factor for rapid deployment, and we have container firewall. So and we have also a SRX service gateways, and also we have SRX, and we have different types of this one. So in this one, maybe you have a firewall of right SRX series of firewalls, because because this firewall is that is Juniper SRX 240. This is the absolutely dominated firewall things because they support all type of securities like voice over IP, and they'll be getting all type of uh, that is accelerated success because they provide enterprises and public sector to create a value, and high level network security performances given by these types of Juniper SRX series. Because I have seen these devices very closely when I'm working as a live environment. So that is very good. So compared to Cisco, they were those Cisco competitor Juniper, and they are coming very close high level to this Cisco IOS. So that's the thing. So, but the compared to devices manufacturer point of view, Cisco will give not that much user-friendly environment, but this Juniper SRX will give a lot of because Juniper devices, routers, and switches will give a lot of user-friendly environment, and you can easily stick with them, and we can able to easily understand and we can able to configure it very easily. And because everyone is happy about this SRX package speed and range and expansion. So that's the thing what we have in XRX. So they have multiple input and multiple output communications, and you know we have they have a lot of Roland's keyboards, segmentation, rule exchange standards, and super robot experimentable type. So all those technologies are integrated with this SRX, and that's why this Juniper SRX is most popular type of security devices what we have.
Okay, sir. Is there any quick way we can check the traffic flow between a given source and destination in a given network consisting of multiple firewalls? Is there any fastest way to identify the traffic is going through this firewall? Why? Because means we are having multiple, nearly 30 firewalls. When a source and destination is provided, I am unable to find which firewall, through which firewall this specific source and destination is going.
You have
By default, I
any
am checking.
sniffing tool with you?
Any?
Sniffing tool,
No,
sniffing
no
tool.
sniffing tools are allowed. Only
Yes.
we will be provided with the subnet. I randomly check the nearest subnet going through that firewall. Or else, shall we? Sometimes I just go through the IP route. Means from the core device, core switch, I just IP route. It will present to specific firewall. It will end. Why? Because means by default ping is not allowed through the firewall. It will hit that specific firewall. I just log into that firewall and verify whether
Okay.
traffic flow is through that or not. Is there any better way than this?
Actually,
Uh,
this is actually this your because this can because the one firewall traffic flow from source to destination to another firewall. The first thing is if you have a sniffing tool, then we
mhm.
can able to rectify that. But as you told, sniffing tool will not be allowed in any organization.
Yeah, it is not allowed in a production network by default. Why? Because means we can sniff all the IPs if we are having that. So
So that's why I see it. We have ingress filtering and ingress filtering.
what is that?
Ingress.
Ingress and ingress. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why. So if you see the ingress filtering and ingress filtering, so you that time you refer a packet flow to any device. The task is easily simplified and look the terms of these two what interface is doing, insider and outsider. So if you have that ingress filtering and ingress filtering point, because you can understand that how this one packet is reaching one firewall to next one. Because because security is concerned that all will work independently. Because the packet is reached as ingress interface. One packet reaches internal buffer of the interface. The input counter to the interface is incremented by one. And every time Cisco ASA first look at internal connection table in order to verify its current connection. If the packet flow matches, then then the ACL checks bypass and the packet move forward. See, actually, via that method only, we don't have any sniffing to or like this means you have to go to ingress filtering, then only you can able to see that traffic flow from one firewall to next one.
Egress filtering means how can we do that, sir? Any command for that?
Yes, we have a command to do that. First of all, you need to understand about actually we have a lot of commands to show the packet flow details in different stages in process, right? Like show interface, show connection, show access list, and show xlate, show service policy inspect, show run static, show run net, show run global, show net, show root, show ARP, right? So in this, we know syslog server, you have syslog server.
Yeah, syslog server
Yeah,
we have
syslog
used
server
that.
provide useful information about packet processing, right? So via syslog server, you can recognize there is a connection entry, or there is a denial ACL, or there is no translation rule form, or the packet is denied by security inspection, and maybe when there is no route information like this. So if you use
Okay, sometimes, yeah, sometimes if I observe the logs also, we can get recent traffic also. I think.
yes,
Is it
so that
possible to?
actually see actually you want to see the traffic flow from one between the multiple firewalls. We need to go through these types of things only.
Mhm.
Syslog messages, and you have to some commands, as I told, that keep track of packet flow, different stages, and also you can go to you can check which interface, because for connectivity point of view you should have a complete knowledge of the total infrastructure. See, actually, if you have access to two firewalls simultaneously, you can connect to your laptop or maybe any system, maybe via remote. You can easily able to rectify what happening between these two.
Okay.
Those things actually, we will be designing a network and we will be understanding the in depth.
Okay. So,
Yes, you can ask more questions.
okay, means can we packet capture? Cisco packet capture is the commands we can, if we know the source and destination, can we use that command? So how
Which
to know how
command?
the traffic is going?
Which,
Packet capture. If we know the source and destination in Cisco, use some packet capture command in ASA. Is it possible to find out how the packet flow is going, whether the source to destination route is allowed or not? Sometimes the user comes to me and asks, I cannot access so and so website. I just want to know whether the user is allowed or not.
actually, yes. So yes, user is allowed or
Any,
not. Yeah,
I need
we
to
have
just know.
a
Yeah.
ASA capture packet capture CLI and ASDM configuration. It is possible to do that. See, suppose I have a client and router. Okay, so client is inside, my router is outside. So both are connected with my ASA device. So
Okay.
so you know, we have Cisco ASDM 7.2 for ASA. We have a software. I think you have installed the software. In the inside that one, we have something called packet capture wizard, that you most probably you know that. If you click on that packet capture wizard, then he will be capturing all the information, that is, as I told, ingress and ingress, what inside, what is outside, and he will be giving you all the
Okay.
information.
Yes, sir. That is the tool where we can see how the packet is going through the firewall, whether it is allowed or denied. If it is dropping, it will show visually. Means it is something like packet tracer. Everything we can visualize the things.
Yeah, that's why.
Is it?
So
Yeah.
see,
But in CL,
in CLI, we have a command like capture cap and interface inside match IP 192.168 some 10.10 to and then some, I think some 203 0.113.3 up to that, and this you will capture and will show like this. Let me see. Suppose I have a say.
is there any configuration required, or is this just a show command, something like that?
No, we need to configure and then we need to check it.
Okay.
Suppose I'm giving this 10.10 55.0, and then command continues. So I'm getting some examples to 203.0.130.3, 255, okay, 55 like this. So he will capture the inside match and he will show you. So this is like this. You have to match the traffic. So which one? Because you have to give some the conditions from this to that. So he will capture and he will show you.
Even can we verify the port numbers also? Only the IP.
No, no. When you type this command, show capture ASA drop. Okay. So this, when I type this Cisco iOS the command, so he will be showing you how many packets captured and what type of packet captured. I show the source, he show the destination, and he will be showing you the length of the packet, and he will be showing the TTL, and he will be showing the random port numbers.
Okay. Means can we verify allowed port number and denied port number?
Yes, in this command,
Means
it will be showing you what are the which floors are denied and which floors is allowed.
okay. Sometimes the user complains he is able to telnet but cannot SSH. So I need to check whether 23 and 22. 22 is allowed. 22 is SSH. He is saying he is not allowed to
So you type
do
this
SSH, but
command,
he can
show
just telnet.
show capture ARP.
Uh-huh.
When you type show capture
This
ARP,
will.
you will be showing uh, the who has what and he's looking
I
for what IP.
okay. Okay. This is resolves IP to MAC only, no?
Yeah, this one be showing you the IP to net.
MAC resolution means
Yes.
if we try to access anything in the capture, whatever it captured, it will resolve all the IPs
Yes,
to MAC
it
address
will
so that
display
we can
the
identify
yes,
which
yes.
server it is.
Yes, it display the capture packet continuously real time, and in order to and
Okay.
also real time packet capture, it will show it will be showing you continuously like this command.
Okay, if you want to test whether the user after I have opened a port, if I want to test the user is testing, what command I need to use so that he is
You have to use
sending the packets and he is also receiving the packet. How can I confirm that?
you for that you have to confirm via this command. You can say suppose I'm using web server, okay? Web server.
Okay.
I'm claiming trace match and those protocol TCP. I'm going to do any and Q of 80. So he will be matching everything. But the web server hitting the port number 80. So it will trace the capture packets,
Okay.
and he will be whatever the user now he hitting the port number 80. He will be showing that phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and they are accessing from inside or maybe outside. Everything he will show this.
Okay, it will display everything inside the.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So for that you need to understand some.
Sometimes,
Yes. Yeah. Tell me.
yeah. One more last question, sir. Uh, Sometimes I need to allow group of ports, group of web servers, but I cannot write multiple commands. Is there any shortcut for that? The thing is I used to go on keep it repeating the changing the port number and repeating. Is there any way to allow a specific group of people to specific group of servers, or
Okay.
else I need to, for example, 12 web servers are there and 16 users are there. I write 12 into 16 multiplied, that many commands I used to go on. Is
For
there any
that,
shortcut?
yeah, we have a
For that,
shortcut command.
actually, I am copy pasting the things right now.
Okay.
Simply for each and every server, I am just copy pasting and changing the port numbers and the user IP.
Okay. Okay.
Any shorter way?
We have a shortcut
Means I
command.
have heard there is a way, so I'm not familiar. But
Yeah, we have a shortcut command for that. That is based on the circumstances, what we have, what you told. That shortcut command we will be discussing when we start the session. We have a shortcut command for that.
okay, sir. Then coming to the classes, when we can start,
We can start
and
from,
is there any need I have to, yeah, means
you
coming to
should
my
be,
schedule, any week I can take only 3 days,
yes, yes.
and
So
during that 3 days I will be available for any number of your requirement. If you think that I'm not getting faster, means you can take up to 6 hours, and you can ask me to practice certain things. I can go on with it.
Yes,
So
so you can.
most probably, is it okay from 22nd Monday?
Oh, it's okay. Next week Monday. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I'm okay with that timing. And I will be discussing with Dinesh, my colleague, regarding.
Okay.
So I think after finishing this session, he will be calling you about
Okay.
the
Okay.
timing, and you can discuss the timing and all other rest of management process. I'm okay with you
Okay. Rest
to
of the
start the
things.
classes from 22nd Monday next week.
Okay. Okay, sir. Yeah. Yeah. I will go and check with Dinesh, and we'll meet you on Monday, sir.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much, Venkat, for your timing.
Yeah. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. Bye. Nice
Thank you.
talking to you.
Take care.